afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Judy Simpson. A visit to the farm is a popular pastime in Vermont, whether you live here or you're a tourist. Our state boasts farm fresh, pick-your-own operations, cheese-making classes, maple syrup tasting, even dinners on the farm. Many farms are open year-round. Others are only open to the public on special occasions. Well, next week is Vermont's annual Open Farm Week, and it'll showcase over 100 farms around the state. From August 15th to the 21st, Open Farm Week allows you to meet local farmers and get a behind-the-scenes look at Vermont's vibrant working agricultural landscape. To tell us more about Open Farm Week, I'm joined by two guests who are part of the organizing team. Lisa Chase is the Natural Resources Specialist with UVM Extension, and she heads the Vermont Tourism Research Center. And Grace Meyer is the Communications and Membership Coordinator for the Vermont Fresh Network and Dig In VT. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Lisa, tell us about Vermont Open Farm Week. What is it?
Open Farm Week is a celebration of farms and farmers markets throughout Vermont. This is our second year pulling together Open Farm Week, and we have around 100 farms from all over the state, and they're offering all sorts of experiences, including educational tours, scavenger hunts, farm stands, overnight farm stays, you pick blueberries, wagon rides, dinners on the farm, all sorts of different experiences and products. All of these events are listed on the diginvt.com website.
Grace, tell us a little bit about that website.
So diginvt.com is a website that was created to promote Vermont agriculture and culinary tourism. We wanted visitors and Vermonters to have a one-stop shop for all the food experiences that can be found in Vermont. And it also happens to be the home for Vermont Open Farm Week.
And so who and what is listed there?
So the memberships of different statewide organizations make up the listings on diginvt.com, and that includes the Vermont Maple Sugar Makers, the Vermont Farmers Market Association, Vermont Organic Farmers, Tree Fruit Growers, the Brewers Council, the Cheese Council, Vermont Fresh Network, Grape and Wine Council, and the Vermont Farms Association. All of those different organizations maintain their own membership and criteria, and then they populate the rich visitor experiences that can be found on diginvt.com.
Mm-hmm. And so, Lisa, if some farms are open to visitors all year round anyway, why have an Open Farm Week?
It's a good question. And as I mentioned, last year was the first year we tried it out. And we did check in with farmers afterwards to see how it worked out for them. And some of the feedback was, it gave me an excuse to try something new and different. We found last year that about a third of the farms that were part of Open Farm Week aren't typically open to visitors. So for visitors, it gives you, maybe you've been driving by this farm stand or this U-Pick operation, but you just haven't taken the time to stop and check it out. We're really hoping that having a special emphasis on this week will make people take a little extra time and visit a farm near them or somewhere on the other side of the state. And for farmers, we have extra resources. Like I mentioned, a lot of farms may be opening to visitors for the first time. So we have extra technical assistance to help them get set up. And one of the partners of this event, the Vermont Department of Tourism and Marketing, is doing a tremendous job of promoting this event in-state and out-of-state. And that sort of promotion isn't something most farms can do on their own.
Yeah, it's something called agritourism. And what do we know about the state of agritourism in Vermont?
Agritourism in Vermont includes direct sales and all sorts of these experiences on farms. And it's definitely an important part of Vermont's economy and Vermont's tourism industry. And it's also important for Vermont's image nationally and internationally as well. The working landscape, the pastoral scenes of farms. In terms of data and research, every 5 years, the Department of Agriculture, the USDA, does a census of agriculture. And the most recent information we have is from 2012. And at that time, we found that direct sales and agritourism brought over $29 million in revenue to farms. And that's an understatement of agritourism, an underestimate of agritourism, because it doesn't include off-farm events like fairs and festivals. It doesn't include value-added products, and it doesn't include products that people can't eat, like, say, Christmas trees and fiber. So we're working with Farm to Plate and the agritourism task force there to try to get a better sense of the full picture of agritourism and culinary tourism in Vermont. But we do know that it's a growing industry, and it's very important for Vermont's economy.
And so I would imagine that getting ready for visitors on a farm isn't easy. What are some of the things that farmers need to be aware of or think about when they're opening up their operations to the public?
You're right. It's definitely very different from production agriculture. And many of the farms that are part of Open Farm Week are already open to visitors, and they don't necessarily have to be open all week long. Especially for farms that just want to try it out for the first time. They can, be open for a few hours one day, an afternoon or a special event. And we have the Open Farm Week organizing team has worked with a variety of associations around the state, including Vermont Farms Association, Shelburne Farms, and UVM Extension, and we've pulled together a series of resources on a website at www.uvm.edu/VT Agritourism. And there are resources that start with assessing your farm for visitors. Does it even make sense for you to open up for visitors? It doesn't for all farms. But then if it does, what kind of agritourism seems to be the best fit for your farm and your family? And also, then how do you get ready in terms of safety, liability, customer service, and many areas that farms are not used to working with. So there are resources on that website, and we also have people on our organizing team that are willing to go out and meet with farms, do site visits, and help them see their farm through the eyes of a visitor to help them get ready.
And so, Grace, what are some of the events taking place during Open Farm Week?
So we are so excited about Open Farm Week that we're actually starting our celebration before the week even begins. On Saturday, August 13th, we're having a kickoff celebration at Champlain Orchards in Shoreham. It's the culmination of their farm music series. So there's going to be live local music, local food and beverage vendors, wagon rides, and it's also the start of their Pick Your Own season. We're going to have members of the Open Farm Week team there to help people plan their farm adventures for the week too. And there's just so many events happening during Open Farm Week, hundreds in fact, that we are sure that anybody can find an event that appeals to them. And I wanted to name just a few across the state to give you an idea of the diversity that's happening.
Okay.
So the Village Farm at Island Pond is doing a sheepdog and horse training demonstration. City Market, who is a huge supporter of this event, they're hosting yoga down at the Intervale Farm in Burlington. A Wild Roots Farm and Sunbird Homestead in Bristol is throwing a hoedown with a live band. They're also hosting a forest farming and food forest workshop. The Earthwise Farm and Forest in Bethel is doing a pick your own flower bouquet. And they also have a garden labyrinth there that they're inviting people to come and walk and have picnics and do pasture walks. Boyd Farm down south is doing an on-farm dinner, their first, and it looks amazing. In fact, the on-farm dinners are incredible this year. There are so many farms that are doing them all across the state. And if you go to diginvt.com, you can actually find a page that's just on farm dinners. So you can look at that, see if there's one near you. You might have to get tickets. Some of them are ticketed, so it's good to give that a look before planning your visit. But so many on-farm dinners, so many things happening. And if you're just driving around the state, farms were given these signs. And if you see one of these signs posted on the road, that means that they're participating in Open Farm Week. So you should definitely go check it out.
Now, Vermont's Department of Tourism has released a video about Open Farm Week. It's a chance to hear directly from some farmers, including those who are going to be hosting on-farm dinners. Let's take a look.
So my name's Erin Buckwalter. I'm the Market Development Director at the Northeast Organic Farming Association of Vermont. During Open Farm Week, it's kind of a concerted week where farms, we'll have over 100 farms all around the state opening their doors that week. And so we'll have a nice schedule, and people will be able to go on the Dig in Vermont website and see all the different events that are happening. And so pretty much in any region of the state, there'll be something going. So it's a nice week to be able to focus your energy on and really get out this people. So Open Farm Week is a week in August 15th through the 21st, where farms state will be opening their doors to visitors.
My name is Beth Whiting, and I own and operate Maple Wind Farm with my husband Bruce Hennessy. When our market customers who are buying our good products get to actually maybe come and visit the animals and see the farm where they're actually doing the purchasing, really connects people to the food they're eating.
At Open Farm Week, it gives both the public and farmers a neat opportunity to try out events that they might not do throughout the year, and it allows people to visit farms that aren't always open for business. So you get both a behind-the-scenes look, and you get to try out something new. It's fun to learn a little bit more, whether you're learning about dairy and dairy production, or you're, how to pick your own farm and able to, sample right there those incredible strawberries. The Open Farm Week is coming up this August 15th through the 21st, and there's farms open all throughout Vermont where you can go and milk a cow, go to an on-farm dinner, learn how to make cheese. There's a whole lot going on, so check out diginvermont.com and find a farm near you, or explore a corner of Vermont you've never been before.
Well, our thanks again to the Vermont Department of Tourism and Marketing for sharing that video with us. And if you're just joining us, we're discussing the annual Open Farm Week. It's taking place next week from August 15th to 21st. For a complete listing of all the farms involved and the activities they're offering, go to www.diginvt.com. There's all kinds of information there. Now, Lisa, is it too late for farms to sign up?
It is not too late for farms to sign up. The website is updated regularly, as quickly as Grace can keep it updated. So farms, it would be too late for farms to get their information on the printed material, such as the postcards and posters. However, they are welcome to go to the website, and there's an online farm there where they can enter information about their farms and the specific events that they want to feature for Open Farm Week.
Are there some things that people should keep in mind when they are visiting a farm? What should they wear maybe on their feet?
Yeah, so people should be okay with getting dirty. Always, most of these events are outside, so always check the weather before you go. Bring your raincoat, bring your umbrella, your sunblock, your bug repellent. Be okay getting a little muddy or a little dirty. And it's not a bad idea to put a cooler in your car, because oftentimes farms are going to have meat, cheese, and all sorts of delicious items that you'll want to bring home with you.
Let's kind of recap what's going to be happening this week. Can you tell me a little bit about some of the activities that are going to be going on across the state, different kinds of things to do? Every farm is different.
Absolutely. Right? If you can think of something to do on a farm, someone's probably offering that activity. So there's lots of workshops like preserve your tomatoes for the season, or cheese making. There's tours and pasture walks. People are hosting picnics. People are having on-farm concerts and dinners. All sorts of things. You'll get to meet animals. You'll get to meet the people and buy food. All sorts of things happening.
Why is it important to get people onto farms?
In this day and age, so many of us are disconnected from where our food comes from, where fiber comes from, and essentially what's behind that beautiful working landscape that many of us in Vermont just drive by and not really get up close and personal with. I think a generation or so ago, everybody had, if they didn't live on a farm themselves, they had an uncle or a relative or a friend, and somehow they were connected. And nowadays, we're not necessarily connected. So it's important for visitors to be able to have that experience. It's also important to support the farms. The farms are the backbone of our state, and they rely a lot on the direct sales and the direct contact with their neighbors as well as with visitors from far away. So for both the visitors and the sake of the farmers, we need to support them.
Once again, it's Vermont's Open Farm Week. It's August 15th through the 21st. You can get all the information you need by checking the website on your screen, diginvt.com. Thank you both for joining me today. Now I can't wait to get on the farm, and I'm starving. So that's our program for today. I'm Judy Simpson. We'll see you again next time on Across the Fence.